Now, most people in today's world will go to the store and buy something. Most of the time, it may be a decoration, but why not just build it yourself? More than likely, it'll be a whole lot easier and cheaper. Now, today I'll tell you the 4 main steps in building your own wooden American flag. You can't just go to Walmart and buy these. You more than likely have to buy them online, and they're going to be well over $100. But if you do it yourself, then you can do it for under $100. Now, the first main step in building your own American flag is to take the wood and burn it. Now, I like to do a nice, even, medium burn. I don't like to go too dark or else it'll be too black. But you do it just good enough where you can see the stain and the grain on your wood. Now, I get 13 pieces of wood, approximately 37 inches long. I go to my local hardware store and get a 1x8, 1x2x8, and they're actually perfect size because they're actually 1.5 inches wide. Now, after you burn all the pieces of the wood, the next step will be to stain it. Get your red stain, come through here and get and alternate your red and white. And then the next step after that is to do your union. Now, I get my stencil, ordered it off of Amazon. I measure it out, make sure I get it even, and then I do the same thing with the blue. Now, I let it sit and dry a little bit, and then I'll go through and wipe it off just to make sure it's not too thick. If it's too thick, then you can't see the burn. Now, after you burn the wood, stain your wood, the next step is to come through, flip your pieces of wood over, make sure you got them in the right order. You don't want to have a red and a red next to each other, or else it's just not going to look right. Now, after you do this, you're going to get your vice grips and come through and tighten them together like so. Now, by doing this, you'll get them tight together, and then you take your extra pieces of wood that you previously measured and cut to fit the size and put them on here. I like to glue the extra pieces and then screw them on here to make sure it's good and firm. Now, after that, you'll have to switch them all back over. Make sure you get everything back it will be in the right order because you'll have it put together. And then you go through, get your stencil, come here, and then you'll measure them out with a pencil. Now, more than likely, it'll end up turning out fine. Just take your time. I use my Tactilife Dremel to hand carve the stars out. Now, after doing all this, burning the wood, staining the wood, putting the frame tight together, and putting your stars in the union, it should turn out to look like this. Who knows? Maybe you'll be able to start your own business doing this.